"150 years ago, the first train ran along this path from Bishop Stortford to Braintree. Now it's used by thousands of walkers, cyclists and horse riders every year." Why was it called the Flitch Way in the first place?
Well, it was named for the competition, which is held in Great Dunmow every 4 years, to find the couple who haven't argued for 12 months.
A couple who haven't argued for 12 months?
That's right. And the prize for winning was a flitch or a side of bacon, a flitch of bacon. And that is how, when the country park was opened, they decided to call it the Flitch Way.
The Friends of the Flitch Way meet every week to work on the pathway, keeping it clear, bringing to life its history, but also not forgetting to enjoy what it has to offer. They have 80 members now, putting in 6,000 volunteering hours a year. The work of one particular member has just been recognised by the Queen. So earlier this year you got some very exciting news, didn't you?
I did. I came home from a work party and my wife presented me with a letter from the Cabinet Office, which she was a bit concerned about, and when I opened it I found that it was a letter telling me that I had been awarded the British Empire Medal.
Wow, that must have been fantastic.
Well, it was a great surprise because I knew nothing at all about this. I didn't know I'd been nominated.
And this was for services to?
This is for services in the Braintree community.
And it's obviously for the work that you do on the Flitch Way as well?
On the Flitch Way in particular. I've been involved with the Flitch Way for the last 15 years. And as part of our Flitch Way group, we've been able to bring some of that railway history back to the line.
The group has reintroduced 3 halts along the path, stations where a passenger would hold out their hand to get the train to stop. The most famous halt is at Easton Lodge, where King Edward VII would alight to visit his mistress, the Duchess of Warwick, her estate well known for its weekend society parties. The single-track train line was used for both passengers and freight, but with increased use of buses, passenger trains stopped in the 50s. Freight trains followed suit in the early 70s, and the tracks were finally removed in 1974. The steep banks along the section of path known as the Dunmow Cutting are a reminder of the railway line that once passed through. Now it's home to a rich biodiversity.
In the springtime it is masses of cowslips on the banks, and then in June we do a survey for the orchids. And then of course there are the butterflies, which we do account every year as well.
And you found a very exciting butterfly
last
year,
this year
we
found the marbled white. It was flying along the tops here, and we saw about half a dozen of them. It was a new find for this area.
Nearing the end of the 15-mile path is Rayne Station, once one of the busiest stops along the route. Now it's a popular cafe and a place the group regularly try to weave into their walks. So this is pretty much a perfect way, isn't it, to end a walk along the Flitch Way?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm guessing this is quite much part of being part of this group. You know,
It
it's
is.
very social.
Well, it's where we started. This station cafe, the station itself was the Ranger's office many years ago.
Since then, you've done a lot, haven't you?
Oh yeah, well, when we first started, there were so many dreams that we had. You know, put benches along the Flitch Way, wouldn't that be nice? Put little notices here and there to show the history of the Flitch Way. Have some things for children to see, you know, to show what they can, the wildlife that they can see and the flora and fauna along the Flitch Way.
The group have many other plans for the Flitch Way in progress to share this unique piece of history, keeping it open and accessible to all. Hannah Pettifer, ITV News.